Hello, Go Horrors and fellow Deadites. I'm Brendan,
I'm Sam.
and we are Our Life in Horror.
Yes, and we are doing a quick episode here because we're heading to Grand Bend for the weekend.
Yes, we're
It's
on.
just the two of us doing this episode.
Yep.
We will not have an after hours, so apologies to our Patreon. I think we've been pretty active on there lately, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, after hours will be skipped this week just because we're literally gonna shower after this and get the heck
Pack,
out of here.
pack, and then leave. Essentially.
Yeah, and we won't be back till probably Sunday night because we're gonna take your mom for dinner.
Yeah, we gotta go pick up Max, who went away to Grandma's house.
Yeah, we're going away with my parents and my sister and her boyfriend. And we're bringing Bruce,
Yep.
the menace.
Yep.
But our dogs don't get along, so they can't both come.
Yeah.
And I look rough. Okay. Night swim.
Night swim.
We're doing night swim. I'll get into the movie info. I'm pulling it up on my phone because I was not very prepared this week. Um, Night Swim has a 4.7 on IMDb and a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yikes. Release date January 5th, 2024. Director is Bryce McGuire. Box office was 54.1 million. I'm not seeing a budget.
Oh, there's definitely a budget somewhere. Might have to click on it.
Oh, give me a minute. Let me get into the cast first. We've got Wyatt Russell, Emily Hairfurl, Carrie Condon, and Gavin Warren. That's who it's starring. Forced into early retirement by a degenerative illness, former baseball player Ray Waller moves into a new house with his wife and two children. He hopes that the backyard swimming pool will be fun for the kids and provide physical therapy for himself. However, a dark secret from the home's past soon unleashes a malevolent? I've never know how to say that word. Malevolent? Sure. Force that drags the family into the depths of the inescapable terror. So this is the new movie that a lot of people have been speaking very poorly of. Let me see if I can find the budget. Do you want to say your spoiler-free thoughts?
Sure. This is essentially Amityville horror, but not good. Oh, you got that vibe too?
It's all over my notes.
Oh, okay.
Amityville Horror Pool.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got from it. It's like
It's very Ryan Reynolds goes mad.
yeah.
But not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I got yeah, I just feel like this would be like a low budget, like one of those Amityville movies, but it'd have pool at the end of it. Like
Yeah.
Amityville. The Amityville Killer Pool.
Yeah.
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 Like they're doing an Amityville Barbie.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, I actually might watch that.
Yeah, they're doing casting calls for it right now.
Oh. 15 million was the budget.
Oh, okay, so it made its budget back.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, same. It's basically Amityville horror, but with a pool. I feel like this movie, the concept for this movie would have been better for a comedy. Like if they went hardcore comedy, horror comedy with this, it would have been a lot more fun. I felt like there were parts that were a little childish. I'll get into that later. But yeah, like come on, let's make this like a fucking goofy movie. Like let's make this a group of college kids at a what's it called? A sorority house or something, and they have a pool and the pool's trying to eat them and it's ripping off bikinis and it's
It's totally your movie.
That'd be fun.
Oh my gosh. Just describe Sam's perfect movie.
Yeah. That I would enjoy. This, yeah.
Yeah, I could not shake how Amityville it felt, which is so like I kept referring back to Amityville horror and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna totally disdain my taste for it. It's not a very good movie to begin with.
No.
So there's nothing like I'm surprised Wyatt Russell signed on for this. I feel like this was like our Wyatt Russell signed this, and this movie had been sitting for maybe a year or two before he got bigger.
Oh, okay.
So now that he's big, they're like studios are like, oh, we're gonna pump this movie out because it's got Wyatt Russell in it because they do that.
See, I only know him from one thing, and it was from years ago, and I really like him,
He's in a bunch of stuff.
but I don't know anything that he's in recent.
Yeah, he was in Monarch, the TV show with his dad.
Oh, okay.
That's where he plays a younger version of his dad,
Okay.
which is really cool.
I know him from a Anna Kendrick rom-com called Table 19.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Want to get into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen Night Swim, it's up to you if you want to go watch it and come back.
Yeah.
All right, describe this movie in 3 words.
I wrote down a couple segments. The first one I wrote down was "Please drown me,"
Okay.
and then I put down "Feels so 2000."
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay.
I just was getting 2000s vibes from it,
Okay.
and not in a good way.
Okay. I wrote Amityville Horror Pool,
Okay.
and then I said, fuck that pool.
Okay.
Those are mine.
All right.
Who's your favorite character?
I put down the mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. She's just a straight. Her character doesn't really have an arc through it the whole thing, but she's kind of the bread and butter that holds the family together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, with the dad.
Really?
Yeah, he does. Obviously, he's the one that gets possessed or whatever.
Yeah.
But in the end, he sacrifices himself for his family.
Her
And
son that he wished that he would die anyways.
what?
He was the one that decided that his son needed to die because he wasn't, life was going to be too hard for him.
But
Because
wasn't he like possessed in those thoughts?
yeah,
Yeah.
but still, you never
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's like when you're drunk and you talk. Maybe it's saying some truths.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think in the end he sacrificed himself for his family, so I went
Yeah.
with him. Plus, I just really like the actor.
He does have the biggest arc through the movie.
Yeah.
Like the son,
I originally did write the mom or the son, but then I crossed it off when he made that move at the end.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the son could have had a really good arc through this movie, but he didn't.
yeah, I know. I was feeling for him and like when he was like feeling down and stuff. Like he's a cute kid too.
Yeah.
So
And like baseball, when they're having the baseball and his dad comes and totally throws him in the shadow and then yeah, like I don't know, there just could have been like that big sportsy moment or him doing something to impress his dad at the end or something.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But he doesn't get an arc at all.
Yeah. Least favorite character?
I didn't really have one.
Okay. I wrote the lady that used to live in the house, but then I kind of am being, what's the word? I'm contradicting myself because I'm saying I like the dad, but I don't like her because she sacrificed her daughter. But she also, I guess, could have just been like under the influence of this thing, right?
Yeah, which he definitely was because
Yeah.
even 20 something years later, she still has that water flowing through her system.
Yeah. So I can't even really pick her because it's not really a fair point.
Yeah.
But I did write her down because I was like, she sacrificed her daughter, and then I realized she was possessed still. So, so yeah, there's no one that you hate in this movie, really.
Yeah,
If you
no.
understand their reasonings for being bad.
Yeah.
But best acting?
I also put the mom down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't write anyone. I just thought they all did good. Like,
Yeah,
they're all
like
fine.
for the most part, like I've seen them all. Like I've seen Wyatt Russell do better things. Um, yeah, I just put her down, I guess, as like a default almost. She gets like the most ranges, anyways.
Sorry if you can hear
Bruce.
Bruce, our dog, is
Bruce.
going after his tail and stuff.
He's worked up.
He's all worked up. He knows something's happening because Max is gone and we've got bags packed in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought everyone did fine.
Yeah.
Score and soundtrack.
I thought they were a good like couple like songs.
Okay.
And then I thought the score was pretty forgettable.
I put generic horror score.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess there were some fun songs throughout. I can't remember what they are now though. It wasn't like anything memorable. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you the names, but
yeah.
like once you hear them, you're like, oh, it's that song.
Yeah. Cinematography.
There's a couple really cool sequences in this actually I liked.
Okay.
So I liked when she's doing like the stroke, the front stroke, or is it the breast stroke? And she's like, so you know how like she like looks up to take a breath and looks down, looks up, looks down, ghost, looks down.
Mhm.
I like that whole sequence. I thought that was very good. So it's like that's just interesting. I've never seen anything like that, so I put that down. Let me see. I also put that the only. I like the only way that you really see the demon for the start of the movie. For like halfway of the movie, you can only see them when you're looking up through the pool.
Mhm.
And then it's just kind of like a uh, skewed figure of somebody you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all. Other than that, that's all I put. I didn't really find anything else
You
too.
got more than me.
Yeah,
I didn't write anything, but I agree with those. Like when they're swimming and they look up and there's like a figure or whatever.
yeah,
And you're kind of like looking for it throughout the movie too, which is kind of fun.
yeah,
It's a little Mike Flanagan-y, looking for the background stuff.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay.
Favorite costumes and outfits?
I didn't have any.
I wrote nothing.
No, that's surprising.
Literally nothing.
There's a whole beach pool scene or beach pool party scene.
I think maybe I wasn't really focusing on that at the time because it was such a lead up to that pool scene,
And nothing
like the
happened.
party. Yeah. And it was such a build up. And then I'm like, I just wasn't paying attention to the outfits at that point. I was in the beginning, and then I'm like, these people are just wearing family, normal, casual outfits.
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing exciting or cute to point out. Memorable lines.
I have a couple.
Okay, we'll go back and forth.
Okay. If you tell mom I'm gonna put a tampon in your fish tank.
She said a Tide Pod.
Oh,
I didn't write it down because I saw you writing it down, but it was Tide Pod.
oh,
But
I think tampon is funnier.
but it wouldn't do anything. It would just float.
Unless it was a used
I
one.
used one. Ew. It was definitely Tide Pod because she wanted to poison the fish.
Ah,
It was like, I'm gonna kill your fish threat, right?
yeah, okay.
I put pussy when the mom calls the cat a pussy.
Mm. I thought that's what she said, but I wasn't 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure she did. I was like, yeah, that's something I would fucking say.
I put I didn't want to put poo in the pudding.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah.
That lady was cray cray.
Uh,
She's like, she's funny. I put Marco Polo.
okay, I kind of figured somebody would write that down.
Yeah.
That's like the whole trailer lead ups and everything.
Yeah.
I just laughed at this line just because I just thought it was ridiculous. But the dad says the pool's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I just fucking laughed. I'm like, what an awful line.
Yeah.
The pool is the greatest thing to ever happen. Who would say that?
I
If
guess
we
that's
got a
curing him,
like
but
if we got a
yeah.
pool, would you say something like that?
I actually might because you know how much I love being in the water.
Yeah.
I dream about having a pool one day. It'll never happen. My last one was love requires sacrifice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Mine's disliked.
I didn't have any.
Yeah, me either. Do you have a favorite kill?
I mean, the beginning, that's you only get two in this whole movie.
That's what I said too, the kid in the beginning.
Yeah, pretty.
Least favorite was the dad because it's sad. And I like that character, the actor.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that's your favorite and least favorite kills right there because there's only two in this whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Unless you like his heroic move, then you can swap them, but that's not the only options you have.
Yeah.
Gore factor and special effects.
There's some real bad CGI in this movie.
Okay.
Real bad. Some of the practical effects looks really good though, like the sliced hand.
I wrote that too. I actually cringed when that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh, that was a deep cut."
I was like, oh, this movie's gonna get there at some point. And then when the daughter gets glass in her hand,
Yep.
also looked really good. But then you get really bad CGI with Demon Face, Wyatt Russell looks really bad.
Mhm.
And then one of the demons in the pool, the fat one, awful.
Yeah, I wrote down that he looks like that ghost looked like he was from like some cheesy kids movie. Like
Yep.
like the ghosts just look like I don't know. What, like 13 Ghosts was better than this.
Those were all practical effects shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it just felt like a kid's Halloween movie. That's where I kind of said in the beginning that it felt childish at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, there's just too much CGI. And unfortunately, like the older the ghost, maybe have them decayed more like they would be in water.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that girl who is 20 years older or something like that, have her look gross and stuff, but she looks like she hadn't aged today.
Hmm.
Nothing even happened to her.
Yeah. Storyline and pacing.
Oh, this movie is not well paced.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Um, I like the core of this story. It just doesn't get anywhere with it. You know, like you have the football, sorry, baseball dad, famous dad. Son wants to do baseball, but he's not any good at sports.
Hmm.
Which there's a good story there.
They just don't do anything with it.
They don't. They literally don't. The daughter is perfect at sports. It seems like the mom is more like the son, but like she knows that she doesn't do sports or anything like that. Just give the son a way to get out of his dad's shadow,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Um, for a long movie, this was what, hour 40 something?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it felt that long for me,
Okay.
which is surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't hate this watch. I don't know why. I don't know what it was. But I also like didn't care for it either at the same time. I don't know how to explain it.
It just feels so generic.
Yeah. Um, so I'm just confused about this pool, like why it has healing powers and like
This is like Indian burial ground level of storytelling. You know what I mean?
sure.
So like there's this whole like they use it a lot in Stephen King novels and stuff like that. And it's the Indian burial ground kind of thing. Like if you move on to an Indian burial ground, the land is cursed and therefore like
Oh, okay.
supernatural things happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was getting from this,
Yeah.
is how it felt.
And I guess it's just gonna heal the one person
Yeah.
and you have to make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just getting a little confused, I guess. Also, I wish we got a bit more of this whole son father thing. Like you said, he's in his shadows or whatever, but part of me thought like he would be proud of his dad. I don't know. I was like, oh, his dad hit it. And then I was all confused why he was upset, but that makes sense because he felt like he's in his shadows. But at the same time, I was like, you think he would like look up to him and be excited or something. But I guess it's just dynamics,
Yeah, and the dad doesn't really show that much interest in him either, right?
I guess.
Like he shows more interest in like when they're cleaning up the pool and they're talking and he's talking to his daughter about the sports thing that she was a part of or whatever. He's excited about it and whatnot. And then
Mhm.
when the son brings it up, he's like, oh, when am I gonna hit my growth spurt or whatever? He's like, oh, you'll hit it soon. And he doesn't necessarily shut him down, but you can tell like it's an oh, you're probably not gonna be good at sports.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's really it. And again, with the storyline, I'd rather see this movie in a comedy.
Yeah, I think that could go a fun way.
Yeah. Like, let's get this pool with a party going, and all of a sudden it becomes like a whirlpool attacking people, and people's bikinis are falling off, and it's just like laughing while it's doing it. And anyways.
You should make this movie.
Yeah, with what money?
Just find financing.
I've got another script I want to work on first. Favorite scenes.
I didn't write anything down.
I just wrote the hand slice and the pool drain because I thought that was well done.
Okay.
And then I actually wrote down the pool filter drain thing in the side where the boy gets his toy stuck and it gets wrapped with hair.
Oh
I
yeah.
actually thought that was kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's because you've seen it before.
What have you seen that in?
Stephen King's It.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's ripped right out of there.
Yeah, true. I just thought it was kind of creepy though with the long hair.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was pretty well done.
Yeah. Besides that, I got nothing.
Okay.
Can't even say the pool party, which sucks.
I know.
Um, I guess I kind of like, I didn't mind the scene where he had the kid on his shoulders. Like that was pretty dark, I guess. And
Yeah.
and the kid's like trying to get like let go or whatever, and he just keeps him down there.
Yeah.
And then he's got the bruises on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that part was okay.
Okay.
Least favorite scene?
I put down I liked the opening until I didn't.
Okay.
How it kind of ends, all generic. It genuinely wasn't scary or creative. And then Marco Polo, the big trailer for the movie.
Uh,
I liked it until I didn't.
yeah.
And then the pool scene. I also had expectations for that and did not get it.
Yeah.
I was hoping that this pool would just like fuck everybody up. Like there wasn't, it just didn't have to be one sacrifice. It would be a pool that's kind of cursed and just kill
Yeah.
a bunch of people.
Yeah, same.
Like I thought there was going to be at least 2 drownings in this pool.
Yeah. There was barely any death in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put my least favorite scene as the intro, because I was confused as to why she got up in the middle of the night to pick a pool out of the toy. A toy out of the pool. A pool out of the toy. A toy out of the pool. I was like, girl, you can wait till the morning for that toy.
I mean, it's a pretty cool toy.
It just felt silly. There's no way you'd get up in the middle of the night for that.
Yeah, I think she wanted to get it for her brother, no?
I guess so,
Her
but
sick brother.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
The killer.
I mean, we kind of talked about how
Yeah.
ridiculous it's an underground spring
Yeah.
is what's the cause of this curse, and it's supposed to be magical. But
Jason's
that
tail.
was ridiculous right now. Yeah, just I wish it wasn't like a whole sacrifice to get a wish thing.
Yeah, I like that it does like the illusions of people standing outside the pool when you're in the pool kind of thing.
Yep.
That's probably all I like.
Yeah.
I agree. I wish it attacked more people. I wish there was like, I don't know, just some more drownings, like you said, and more. It's just so dumb.
I didn't like how it was like an endless pool too at the end when they're swimming to get the sun back, and she just swims forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you drowned like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did bring the hose down, which was actually pretty smart. That way she can get a big breath before
Yeah.
down further.
Yeah, and like I said before, the ghosts just look cheesy to me.
Oh yeah,
Like-
they all looked fucking bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary rating out of 10? 0. Yeah, I put a 1, but I'd go with a 0.
Yeah. I wasn't scared. There's no tension for me.
Rewatchability, and would you recommend?
I might rewatch it.
Okay.
I might just for maybe take a look at it from a different lens. I personally wouldn't recommend this movie. This might be a good like gateway horror.
That's what I wrote. I would recommend it if you were like in high school or a little younger.
But this is PG-13, baby. You can recommend it to 10-year-olds. They've probably seen scarier things.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's what I just said. High school or younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you're just starting out, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because this isn't going to scare you unless maybe you have a pool and you're really young.
Yeah, you could
Then
have
you might be scared of ghosts in the pool, but
could have a phobia of deep water. There's they're taking out segments in video games now. They're making safe play modes where if there's like segments in deep water that they'll make it so like you won't get tense or hear people drowning or stuff like that because people have a fear of it.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm not rewatching this though.
Yeah, I might give it a shot. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a Wyatt Russell-a-thon and
Okay.
watch some horror movies that he did.
All right. Final movie rating as a whole. We rate our movies with emojis. 1 out of 5 is the poop emoji. Then we have, hi Bruce. Then we have an eye roll emoji, the okay emoji, a thumbs up emoji, and a 100 emoji. If you're somewhere in between, you can say a high thumbs up or a low thumbs up.
I am giving this a low eye roll.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna give it an eye roll as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe a high eye roll because I actually got through the runtime all right,
Yeah.
which says a lot for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this isn't something I'm gonna be running to watch again. There's way more better movies out there, and this could have been,
There's way better PG-13 movies horror movies out there.
yeah. It's just, yeah. Okay, let me find some fun facts here.
Yeah,
Quick.
some deep end movie facts.
The real life house location. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Yeah. The real life house house location used for the family home on screen doesn't actually fully connect to the garage, so the pool can be seen from the front yard. A facade was added to make it look like one full structure and to block the pool from the view in the front of the house.
Yeah, okay.
In 2018, director Rod Blackhurst and writer Bryce McGuire sold a feature-length adaptation of their short film Night Swim 2014 about a woman terrorized in her pool by an evil spirit to James Wan's Atomic Monster. McGuire is set to direct.
Oh.
A short film would have been okay.
Yeah, I bet you it's the Marco Polo thing though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed very short film.
Yeah. Wyatt Russell's dad, Kurt Russell, was actually a very good minor league baseball player and would have made the MLB if it were not for an injury.
Okay, maybe that's why he took the part.
I know. I can relate to this.
Yeah.
The entity inhabiting the pool is referred to as Temagami. It's an indigenous. Why am I struggling?
I don't know. Indigenous.
I know, I'm struggling. I'm like dyslexic today. I'm you.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm not putting the words together. My brain's not putting the letters together.
I wasn't making fun of your speech impediment here. I was just saying that, look, it's an indigenous, so the Indian burial ground.
Yeah. I was realizing what the word was too, and I was thinking about you talking about that, but I couldn't put the letters together.
Okay.
I'm brain fried this morning. I'm thinking about the cottage we're going to. It's an indigenous word of Algonquin origin, meaning deep water in Ontario, Canada. Oh, in Ontario, Canada. It's an umbrella term used for one of the local municipalities, its corresponding lake and river, and the First Nations tribe living in the area. This adds further verisimilitude. I apologize, everyone.
I couldn't read that one either.
To the film's internal mythology, according to which the water in the pool originates from a natural spring that has existed for centuries.
Also, did they actually use natural spring waters for filling up pools? I've never heard of that before.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. The school that the kids attend is named Harold Holt. Holt was an Australian prime minister who was an avid swimmer and disappeared and presumably died while swimming in the ocean.
Oh, he was eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
It's mystery solved.
I just saw a TikTok of these teenage girls that were parasailing and they're up in the air and there's sharks surrounding them on the water.
Yeah.
They're screaming their lungs out. It's a very annoying video, but they're screaming their lungs out, and the people on the boat are like starting to drop them, and they're like, "There's sharks, there's sharks." And they're freaking out. And they're like, "This is how we go. This is how we go." And the one girl's like, "I just lost consciousness." And the comments are like, "Girl, you've been talking this whole time. You did not lose consciousness." But apparently there's just sharks swarming them.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I shit my pants.
Yeah, that'd be pretty scary.
Anyway, that's all my fun facts.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's some pretty decent ones in there.
Yeah. So next week, Friday. So when this comes out, this Friday, the 17th, we have trivia night again live. And we've got 4 contestants. We've got Brian Lockyer, the writer and director of Snowblinded. We've got Mark from Mark Loves Horror and Core 4 podcast. We've got Rob from Slasher Radio, and he's got a Nicolas Cage podcast. I always forget what it's called. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And we've got Ash. She's from oh crap, right? Is it Rise of the Dead pod? Let me look that up quick.
Yeah,
I want to make sure that gets a shout out. There's so many podcasts out there. I always get things mixed up. So my apologies. I want to make sure I got the right wording.
Kill the Dead podcast?
No, Rise from the Dead podcast. I was right. And then she's co-host of Kill the Dead podcast.
Oh,
So she's got 2 there. So yeah, I'm excited to have everyone on to compete. So we're gonna have 30 questions again. We gotta come up with them still. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. EST live on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribing. And then I think we're going on Sinister Screen podcast next week. I don't know when that's gonna come out though.
yeah.
And then we haven't decided what our next episode's going to be. It's probably just the 2 of us again.
Yeah, no, we don't have any plans for next week's episode.
I'm trying to think if there's like
Not like in a full breakdown.
something new we could do.
No,
So-
that was my foot.
Oh, I thought someone knocked at our door. The Strangers is coming out, but we want to do a video for that, like not a podcast episode,
Yeah.
because it's hard to deep dive when you watch the movie once. So, but we are going to do a video review on it. I'm hoping to go see it Thursday. So
Yep.
so hopefully the review's out by Friday or Saturday. So I'm trying to think of if there's something new that we could do that we haven't done. Do we sit through Imaginary now because we sat through Night Swim? Or do we take a break from crappy movies?
Imaginary's not out yet.
Oh, it's not?
It's probably available on VOD, but
Okay, we'll sit on this and we'll think about it.
yeah. Maybe comment and let us know what you want us to do.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, something new that we haven't done before, or just something fun.
Yeah. Or something.
Something.
Something bad. Who knows?
We could do The Strangers, like the original.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, do you want to plug our accounts?
Absolutely. We are Our Life in Horror. And
I didn't plug our accounts in the beginning.
it's okay. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah. I just realized that. But I didn't shout out our Patreon members. I mean,
Oh,
shout out Patreon members: Sean, Mickey, Bo, AJ, Rob, Kayla, Craig, and Jay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thank you for subscribing. Sorry, I'm all flustered. You go ahead.
we are Our Life in Horror. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can also find us on Patreon, where we do after hours bonus episodes. Sam does a novel read, and I am doing reviews on non-horror movies.
Yeah, I'm reading Ape Shit right now. We're almost done.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be reading Womb next, which
Yeah.
is a messed up book.
Very messed up.
Yeah.
And then you can email us at ourlifeinhorror@hotmail.com if you want us to review a movie. If you want to come on for our podcast episodes, don't be shy. We love to have guests on. And you can find us on YouTube.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Please subscribe, like, share this. We want everybody to hear our lovely and see our lovely faces.
Yeah. And if you have any topic ideas for live discussions, we want to get into maybe some more lives on, I don't know, just a weeknight evening or a weekend, and collaborate with some people and maybe do like a top 5 list or
Yeah.
top 10 list or something. So
Yeah.
if you got anything you want to hear,
Let us know.
yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Stay spooky.